EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Tennessee Titans. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town is played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play four.
I always forget about this. There we go.
The Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Thrilled to be with you guys. And, well, you think that they're having fun on Broadway in downtown Nashville right about now? Yeah, just a touch. I mean, what a year the Titans have put together as they search for their first title in franchise history.
And remember, they've only been to the Super Bowl one time before, but now that they're back, I think they can set aside the agony of that appearance. That was back in 2000. They played the Rams. Remember Kevin Dyson catching a pass late in the game, stretching for the goal line and not quite getting there? And that was also the same year
get him, Bridgewater.
the Music City Miracle. When they got to the won in the playoffs against Buffalo, got to the Super Bowl, but now they're back. Set it all to the side. Set it all in the past. Here come the Titans trying to win it all.
Meanwhile, for the Carolina Panthers, they make their third visit to the Super Bowl in team history.
Let's go back to Super Bowl 38 in Houston, 2004. Hung tight with the Patriots. Lost by a field goal out of Vinatieri, putting it through the pipes. They lose 32-29. Second visit wasn't quite as close. That was Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara, and the Broncos just ran over them on defense in that one. That was a tough loss for them, 24-10. But this team, they have a different look to them. This team looks like that they are focused, composed, and ready to win.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And there we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
I think we're going to go for this one.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Alvin Kamara. Let's go, everyone.
With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Justin Tucker.
Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
I think I just said it. Okay, never mind. Besides that, let's get this game started.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh!
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. But that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good job. I'm used to seeing that a franchise. Let's see what happens.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
I can't wait to get my first.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it?
2 seconds.
They say just outside the 20-yard line.
First tip. Okay, I think we can
They
get
go
Tyreek
play
on this
action.
one.
Bridgewater.
Come on. Think Tyreek.
And going deep
Okay,
for
we're
Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Inside the 35.
What a way to finish off the first quarter.
After
end.
1, 7-0. All the eight.
It is now time for the second quarter, everyone.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Kamara.
Able to slither by.
Kamara.
They're spinning now.
Alvin Kamara.
Give him
Let's
5
go.
on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we're going to go
I call
for
that play a
this, 'cause I think
success.
they
A
know
nice
that we like
inside
to
run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
James.
With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
And I'll see what I come up with. I am doing well. Send feedback on that. Guy can get. Bam.
Tucker now to kick it away following the
Tucker
touchdown.
Probably gonna get really close to out of bounds. No, right into the fullbacks.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Dead. Put all the Browns on
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Tyreek Hill ready for that touchdown return. Come on.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
Okay, close enough.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
That's good.
Does a lot for your
kinda
confidence. does a great deal for your team.
8, 9.
Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Camara.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And going deep for Hill.
Oh,
It's a coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too? In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater.
He's in there.
Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl.
I remember seeing those two.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got Lewis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was, this is blocked. He's picked up a live ball here, remember, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
All I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl.
Welcome back, everybody.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Come on now, let's go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lewis here on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. It's caught. Humphries. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Tannehill. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Mario Addison in on the stop. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kamara. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
We do get to pull off a touchdown for Tyreek Hill. 0 seconds on the clock.
Tyreek Hill.
That was
there to
amazing.
make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
third quarter.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill.
On 4th down, they convert it. I didn't even know it was 4th down.
Not to try it
They
there,
get the
and
first down.
No.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
No, but he's at the
25 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been...
Oh, they get to the football, and it's blocked. The Panthers get it. The big fella. He's at the 50. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Shifts by him, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 36 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
18 Gator.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Ready?
They'll run. It's Henry. Room here to run. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Tannehill looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. Throwing again is Tannehill.
And this is caught.
What is the flag?
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so
And
let's
it's on
sort
the
this out.
offense.
So
Fourth and
reverse the
goal.
celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
Winners.
But now this game is over. That's it.
Us,
It's all
33,
over. And the
50.
Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl
Turns
champions.
out that Leo is good luck. I really thought we were going to give the Country Biscuit.
And when this moment comes, I think
back
you
to
look
power.
back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
When Tyreek made that touchdown, that's not how it is. Oh, that was an amazing catch by Diggs. Then Kamara breaking it back in the end zone.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
This is kind of like my dream team, but without Kamara. I think Thompson was the one who got that pick, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check that. Well, that incomplete catch was actually a pick. Well, anyways, good to see you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah.